Hey, hey. So, we are doing something. Let me see if I can find my phone. We are going to be reading this thing called Habeas Corpus. Um, I don't know what it is, but I've heard a lot about it lately in the YSL trial. Been talking about it. Um, in the YSL trial, they told a couple people they could do a habeas corpus. I don't know what that means. Hold on. What's happening? My channel. Awesome. Okay. So, yep, here we go. Okay, we're going to be watching this, not watching, reading this thing about the habeas corpus and looking at a example of what a habeas corpus is. So, let's find out. Let's share screen. This one. This one I'm going to share with you. Okay. So, we are reading about habeas corpus. Okay. This article is about the legal term. For other uses, see habeas corpus disambiguation. Well, if I ever have a metal band, I'm gonna name it whatever the fuck this word is. This relates to more than one page. Yeah. Disambiguation. That's the name of my new metal band. Okay. So it's from medieval Latin. You should have the body. You should have the body. Huh. Is a recourse in law by which a report can be made to a court in the event of unlawful detention or imprisonment, requesting that the court order the person's custodian, prison official, to bring the prisoner to court. Bring the prisoner to determine whether their detention is lawful. Yeah, there could have been a whole lot of that going on way before this trial even started. Okay. So, the writ of habeas corpus was described in the 18th century by William Blackstone as a great and efficacious officios. Is that efficient? Efficient. Efficient. I don't know, but whatever kind of that word is. He was one of those in all manner of illegal confinement. Okay, so he was a master of word magic. You could have just said that. This dude is really good at words. It is a summons with the force of a court order. It is addressed to the custodian, a prison official, and demands that a prisoner be brought before the court and the custodian then that the custodian is present with proof of authority, allowing the court to determine whether the custodian has authority to detain the prisoner. If the custodian is acting beyond their authority, then the prisoner must be released. Any prisoner or another person acting on their behalf may petition the court or a judge for a writ of habeas corpus. One reason for the writ to be sought by a person other than the prisoner is the detainee might be held incommunicado. Most continental European law influence jurisdictions to provide a similar remedy for those unlawfully detained. But this is not always called habeas corpus. For example, in some Spanish-speaking nations, the equivalent remedy is the amparo de libertad, protection of freedom. Yeah, words. Okay. Habeas corpus has certain limitations. The petitioner must be present. Uh, the petitioner must present a first and oh, prima facie. Is that really how you spell that? Huh? Prima facie. That's exactly what that looks like. Wow. Okay. Anyway, they got to present a prima facie case that person has been. So you got to make like a wowing first impression with your word magic. Like this guy's been held down so long for no reason. Let me tell you about what happened. And then you just spin it in the best way. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. As procedural remedy, it applies when a detention results from neglect of legal process, but not when the lawfulness of the process itself is in question. In some countries, the writ has been temporarily or permanently suspended on the basis of war or state of emergency. For example, this is exactly what they were trying to do, J6. They were trying to suspend the habeas corpus so they could keep them locked up. Oh, these clever motherfuckers. They're so clever. Okay. Anyway, or in the state of emergency. For example, with the Habeas Corpus Suspension Act in 1794 in Britain and the Habeas Corpus Suspension Act in 1863 in the United States. The right to petition for a writ of habeas corpus has nonetheless been celebrated as the most efficient safeguard of the liberty of the subject. So, is that what they were trying to do January 6th? Really? They call it an insurrection and invasion. They can suspend it and keep those people locked up, even though they did that anyway. But okay. Anyway, the English jurist Albert Vendici wrote the British Habeas Corpus Acts, declared no principle and defined no rights. They are for practical purposes worth 100 constitutional articles guaranteeing individual liberty. So this guy's like, this paper doesn't say anything and it doesn't mean anything, but for practical purposes, this is just as good as your Constitution. Okay. Okay. It don't say anything and it don't mean nothing, but it's like 100 of those there papers that you wrote down. It's okay. Man, why am I so tired? I have no idea. Okay. So my question is why didn't they like do a writ of this or whatever and be like, hey, why are my clients in jail? Like they don't need to be in jail. Why are they in jail? Man. All right, so what does the next thing say? Um, wait, okay. Yep. Habeas corpus has certain limitations. Oh, we already read this, right? The writ of habeas corpus is one of what are called the extraordinary prerogative writs, which were historically issued by the English courts in the name of the monarch to control inferior courts and public authorities within the kingdom. The most common of the other such prerogative writs are the quo warranto prohibito must and proscendendo proscendendo and oh, I bet you I know that word. What's that called? Certiorari. 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 It's one of those or certiorari something. But anyway, I know that word. I don't know what the fuck it means, but I know that word. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Seek judicial review of a decision of a lower court. Yeah, the certiorari. I don't know what the presentador. It's a writ that sends a case from appellate court to a lower court. Oh yeah, that's when they're like, no, no, this is what you gotta do. And then come back. Oh, no. Oh, mandamus, writ of mandamus. Yeah, we've seen a couple of those. Prohibito. To stop something the law prohibits. Okay. Okay, we haven't used this one yet. I haven't seen this one used in a court yet. I got a warrant so you can show me how the fuck you know how to do that. I should get one of these for people that can do math. I just like I got a quo warrant though. You gotta show me how the fuck you do that. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Okay. So now the due process for such petitions is not simply civil or criminal because they incorporate the presumption of non authority. The official who is the respondent must prove their authority to do or not to do something. Failing this, the court must decide for the petitioner, who may be any person, not just an interested party. This differs from a motion and a civil process, which the movement must have standing and bears the burden of proof. Okay. So, okay. No, but this does seem like it's the writ of mandamus because you have to prove, "Hey, I can do this." Okay. Okay. Etymology? Oh, what the hell kind of word is that? I don't fucking know what kind of word that is. Hold on. I should probably know this word, but I do not. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what this word is. Uh, okay. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know how to say it. The study of the origin of words. Hey, yeah, word magic. Okay. This is how you know word magic, the study of words. There you go. So let's see. The phrase is from the Latin habeas, the second person singular presence. What the fuck? I do not really even care about this. Literally, the phrase means we command that you should have the detainee's body brought to the court. That is, no, that is that the detainee be brought to court in person. The complete phrase, habeas corpus, coram habeas, is subjectundum means what you have the person before us for the purpose of subjecting the case to examination. These are the words of the writ included in the 14th century Anglo French document requiring persons to be brought before the court or judge, especially to determine if that person is being legally detained. Oh, here we go. I can't read any of that. I mean, I could probably try, but no. Okay. So we command you that the body of AB in our prison under your custody detained, as it is said, together with the day and cause of this taking and detention by whatever name the said AB may be known herein, you have at your court to undergo and to receive that which our court shall then and there consider and order, and that you and order in that behalf thereof in no way fail at your peril, and you have then where then there this writ. Words. Why are there so many words? Who's a That's so many words. Why? It's insane. Okay. So examples. United Kingdom of okay, so British land and North Ireland. Victoria, by the grace of God of the United Kingdoms of British land and Ireland. Queen Defender of the Faith. 2. J.K. Keeper of our Gill in the island of Jersey. And to J.C. Viscount of said island. Greetings. We command, we command you that you have the body of CCW detained in our prison under your custody, as it is said, together with the day and cause of his being taken and detained by whatsoever name he may be called or known in our court before us at Westminster on the 18th day of January next, to undergo and receive all and singular such matters and things which our said court shall then and there consider of in this behalf, and have there then this writ. Why so many? Why? What does this even mean? They're just like, I'm gonna throw all these words in here. Just we need to know why that guy's there. Couldn't you just say that? Like, no, we need to know why that guy's there. But we're gonna say all this other stuff. We're gonna say everything but that. Okay. United States of America, Second Judicial Court, Southern District of New York. Okay, yeah, of course. The Southern District of New York is the greatest example of bullshit. Okay. So, and it says, we command you that the body of Charles L. Craig in your custody, detained as it is said, together with the day and cause of his caption and detention. You safely have before Honorable Martin T. Monton, United States Circuit Judge for the Second Circuit uh, of the aforesaid district, to do and receive all and singular those things which the said judge shall then and there consider of him in his behalf. So pretty much, like, we need to know if he's there, and then yeah, he's fine. Okay. Well, I'm guessing this is why nobody ever gets brought back from other prison wars or other war prisons or whatever. We just want to know if he's there. We want the judge to say he's there. Nothing else. We just want to know he's there. This is crazy. Does anybody ever read this stuff? Because, I mean, these documents are not very good. Pretty much the habeas corpus, when whatever the YSL guys do, I mean, I don't exactly know how this is going to help them. They're already out of jail. But pretty much it's just saying the judge is going to see if you're in jail and why you went to jail. Are your charges legal? Well, then you're in jail. I don't think. Do we need to know any of this other stuff? Not really. Okay. Okay. The wording of the writ of the habeas corpus implies that the prisoner is brought to the court for the legality of the imprisonment to be examined. However, rather than issuing the writ immediately and waiting for the return of the custodian, modern practice in England is for the original application to be followed by a hearing with both parties present to decide the legality of the detention without any writ being issued. If the detention is held to be unlawful, the prisoner can usually be released or bailed by order of the court without having to be produced before it. Why didn't this happen with young Doug? Why are they like, oh yeah, now that you've got bail, you can habeas corpus the fuck out of this shit? They're already out of jail. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. I I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we are going to look at what it is. This habeas corpus. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay. This one says petition for a writ of habeas corpus. Okay. The instructions. Who should use this form? You should use this form if you are a federal prisoner and you wish to challenge the way your sentence is being carried out. For example, you claim that the Bureau of Prisons miscalculated your sentence or failed to properly award your good time credits. Um, if you are in federal or state custody because of something other than a judgment of conviction, for example, your pretrial detention, you are in pretrial detention or awaiting extradition, or you are alleging you were illegally detained in immigration custody. What? You are a federal prisoner and you wish to challenge the way your sentence is being carried out. For example, you claim the Bureau of Prisons miscalculated your sentence or failed to properly award good time credits, or you are in federal state custody because of something other than a judgment of conviction. For example, you are in pretrial detention or awaiting extradition, or you are alleging that you are illegally detained in immigration custody. What? Okay. Who should not use this form? You should not use this form if you are challenging the validity of a federal judgment of conviction. Those challenges are uh, generally raised in a motion under 28 USC. You are challenging, do not use this form if you are challenging the validity of a state conviction or sentence. Don't use this if you are challenging a final order of removal and immigration. Preparing the petition must be typed or neatly written, and you must sign and date it under penalty of perjury. A false statement may lead to prosecution. Not lately. Seems like you can do all kinds of lying. Oh my God. You do not need, oh, it says answer all the questions. You do not need to cite law. You may submit additional pages if necessary. If you do not fill out the form properly, you will be asked to submit additional correct information. If you want to submit any legal arguments, you must submit them in a separate memorandum. Be aware that, oh yeah, there's going to be page limits and stuff, and do not use the back of pages. Okay. And then you gotta do the copy of everything you're challenging and all the briefs and a way you've chose to fix those things. And then you gotta pay the money. Okay, this will give you a number right here. You gotta mail your petition and many copies to the clerk of the U.S. For a list of districts and divisions, see 28 USC numbers. All copies must be identical to the original, and copies may be legibly handwritten. Do not handwrite the copies of your notes. Oh, okay. If you want a file stamped copy of the petition, you must enclose an additional copy of the petition and ask the court to file stamp it and return it. And this is standard. Like, you got to tell the court if you're doing stuff. And then this is how you fill it out. This is a lot. Man, this is a whole lot of stuff. Grounds. There you go. So that's what it looks like. See, but I want to know what the actual, because this kind of didn't explain anything, and it's written in a lot of. This sounds like it says something, but it just says we're going to find out if you're there legally or not. But we just first off want to know if you're there, is mostly what that thing said. We just want to know if you're here. We want to know if you have this young fellow. I don't know. But I feel like, I don't know. I'm going to do, I don't know. I don't know why Judge Whitaker would tell the YSL guys, you got 4 months habeas corpus. It's like, but it's a habeas corpus seems like it has to do with jail. Like you should have already been doing this habeas corpus while you were in jail. I don't know. I don't know. But I think I want to talk to Empress about this. I don't know. But I do want to thank you for watching. And I want to tell you, like and subscribe. I will have some raccoon videos tomorrow, and I will have the Bible in the morning. So you should stop by. We're going to laugh and have a good time. It's going to be so much fun. So thank you for trying to figure out this habeas corpus with me, although I'm not exactly sure why the judge would tell YSL they can do habeas corpus. It has to do with being locked up illegally, and they could have did that. So I don't even know. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I love you. Have the greatest day ever. Love you. Bye. Something is happening. Wait a minute. Oh, right here. Okay. I love